Hi everyone, and welcome to my next video tutorial, which is going to be focused on utilizing a tool known as the EasyDjango CLI tool, which is a helpful command line tool for quickly setting up new Django projects with a customizable list of options, including setting up a Django app, a Django project, our template, static files, and even the super user setup. So I'm going to take you through an overview of this, of how you can get started and set it up. But let's take a look at some features that are offered by this library. So as we can see here, we can create our new Django project and app with minimal commands. There is an option that includes Tailwind CSS for styling, which you can add into place here. We could automatically create our directories in terms of template, static files, and media, and create a super user during our setup. There's also colorful and user-friendly CLI prompts also included as well. That's setup. Okay, now of course I'm going to get started and show you how you can start with this nice CLI tool. Right, so the first thing that we're going to do is create a directory on our desktop, for example. So I'm going to right-click, say new folder, and I'm going to just call this dev, for example. Then I'm going to open up my command prompt. So I'm going to say cmd, and I'm going to open that up. And I'm just going to style this accordingly here. Okay, so with any Django project, we are going to just follow the best practice, of course, first of all. So we'll say cd desktop. Okay, so we're on our desktop now. And then we want to go into dev. So we're going to say cd dev. Okay, and we can just say cls. So now we are now in our dev directory. Let's just create a virtual environment. So the best thing that you would want to do first of all is set up your virtual environment by installing the virtual env package. So you can say pip install virtual env, and you want to make sure that you set this up globally, this one package here. And let's just give it a moment. Okay, there we go, and close this up. So now that we have the virtual environment package set up, let's create a virtual environment. So we can say virtual env, and then the name of our virtual environment. So I'm going to say venv. Press enter. Okay, so this part here is going to be quite straightforward and the usual process for setting up Django projects. So we can say venv now, / scripts, / activate. And there we go. You can see now we're within our virtual environment. Let's clear this up. Okay, perfect. Now what we can do is we can go on ahead and install the EasyDjango project CLI tool. So we can go ahead and copy that. Head on over to your command prompt, and you want to install that within your virtual environment, and press enter. Okay, and we just want to ensure that that package gets installed, and then we can get started. So it's going to take a moment, so we're just going to have to be a bit patient. So let's wait for that. Okay, there we go, it's installing the packages associated. Right, so we can see the necessary packages have been installed. Okay, that's perfect. Clear that up. Okay, so we've gone ahead and set that up now. And the next thing that we're going to want to do is we're just going to want to run it by just saying EasyDjango. That's the only command you want to set up. And we're then going to be prompted to enter in the following details. So let's do that. So let's go ahead and do that. So all I want to do now is I want to say EasyDjango. Enter. Okay, so already it says it's taking me through a setup process. So welcome to the EasyDjango project setup. So we want to enter the name of our Django project. So it's given us a default, which is my project. I want to call mine Elevate. Enter. So you can see it's very intuitive. Enter the name of your Django app. So here it says my app. I'm going to call my app CRM. Enter the super user username. The default is admin. I'm going to say here Arno-admin. Enter the super user password. Default is, of course, going to be admin, and I'm just going to enter in a particular password and press enter. Then it's going to create my Django project for me, create the Django app, and of course it's going to then run the migrations, the default migration as well for you. And now it's going to create my super user. And there we go, our super user was created, and our Django project Elevate was also created with our app CRM. And our super user, as we can see, it is Arno admin. Okay, perfect. So we can see that was all created, and we can actually look at the process here if we go up, and we can see everything was quite seamless and, you know, straight to the point as we went ahead and set this up. And there we have it. We already saved ourselves on so much time already. And then we can just go ahead and cd into our Django project, which is called Elevate. So I'm just going to say cd Elevate to change the directory. Let's clear this up. And now I'm within Elevate. I'm going to open this up in VS Code. And let's go to the top, say File, Open Folder. Let's go to the desktop, go to Dev, select that folder. And here we are. So as we can see here, we have our Django project in place here. We can also see that we have our media folder set up, our static folder as well set up, SQLite database, a templates directory with a base.html page, a home.html page as well. We can also go ahead and open our CRM app, and we can see we have our models here. We have our urls.py file here also that has been set up for us. And we can also see if we go to Elevate into urls.py, we scroll down, we can see there that that path has been set up for us and already includes our app URLs for us. So you can see that's already been configured. And this already saves us a lot of time on configuring our URLs, which we usually have to do as a first measure and first step. Let's head on over to our settings.py file and let's see how the static configurations have been. So if I were to scroll down, let's see. Okay, so we can see here our static URL has been set the default. And we can already see here that we have a static URL defined. We have our static files dirs defined, our static root directory, our media URL defined, our media root defined as well. We can see all of that has been set up for us automatically with just running the basic EasyDjango command. Everything has been set up for us, installed apps. We've got that all set up and into place. All right, perfect. Let's head on to our templates directory. Let's investigate. So we have our base.html file here, as we can see. Okay, and in our home.html, we can see we have some basic styling in place here. Okay, great. Now let's go ahead and access our application. So we're going to say python manage.py run server. So this should be a base application. Okay, there we go. We can see that is set up there for us. And what we can essentially go ahead and do is we can just go ahead and copy the following. And I'm just going to go here. Right, so here we are on the base template here. So we can also see some information on next steps and such. We can see congratulations, you've successfully set up your Django project using EasyDjango. So let's head on to the admin and see how that's looking. Right, let's log in with those credentials that we had. Let's see if it allows us to log in. It should. Right, so I've entered in my super user credentials. So it asks for a username and password. That's what I set up. Let's log in, and there we go. Let's go to our user model. You can see there we have it. It's in place. So if you don't enter in an email address here, of course, one will be provided for you, as we can see here as an example. So we can see we've got that in place here. All right, perfect. So we can see that is all set up as it should be. Okay, so this is, of course, a CLI tool that you can use if you want to go on ahead and start your Django projects very quickly and smoothly. And as you can see, the custom options that it has in place there for deciding that you want to do it the easy route of quickly setting up your project name, your app name, set up your super user, and have a lot of other features, as we saw, that were already pre-connected, such as the URLs, and of course the app in your project, in your main project urls.py file, which I found quite impressive actually. So yes, definitely quite an interesting library to look into, I'd say. But yes guys, that is it for this video tutorial, and as always, thank you for support, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.